This is part of Los Angeles on January 16th, 2025, 9 days after the wildfires swept through multiple parts of the city. Known for its stars, food, music, beaches, and rich culture, Los Angeles today stands as a city in recovery. My name is EveningSleepy, and I'm here to share my experiences after witnessing the aftermath and recovery efforts in Los Angeles. This is part of a fundraiser for the Red Cross, where we at Ministry are proudly partnered with it for GearFest. Through conversations with victims, the military, fire departments, and the locals, I've seen firsthand the resilience, hope, and strength of this community as it rebuilds. I arrived at the Westwood Recreation Center, one of the Red Cross shelters, housing victims unable to return home. The site was a hub of resources: shelter, food, health services, emotional support, financial assistance programs, and representatives from other organizations offering aid. What struck me immediately was the diversity of volunteers, people of all ages, many of whom weren't even from Los Angeles. A number had flown in from across the country to lend a hand. Despite arriving late at night, I could feel the electricity in the air. Volunteers were determined and focused, their commitment evident in every action. In just 1 week, nearly 10,000 locals had enlisted as a new Red Cross volunteer. Everyone seemed to walk with a sense of purpose, and while the atmosphere could be chaotic at times, the shared goal of helping victims kept things moving forward. The site manager dashed around, organizing groups and tasks. Meetings unfolded in makeshift offices or simply in the middle of bustling hallways. At the front desk, volunteers worked tirelessly, processing victims and meticulously double-checking paperwork. Nearby, officers stepped in to assist wherever they were needed. High-vis vests marked the strong and capable volunteers hauling boxes of food and water into the shelter. Meanwhile, the victims tried to pass the time as best that they could. Some played sports on the fields outside, others chatted quietly with fellow evacuees. Kids played with their pets, many gathered around their phones, watching shows, or scrolling through messages. Even in the midst of displacement and uncertainty, there was a sense of humanity and resilience that stood out. The efforts of the volunteers and the perseverance of the victims painted a powerful picture of a community coming together. Over 7,500 firefighters and emergency personnel have been deployed to combat the wildfires and maintain control in the surrounding areas. First responders and volunteers have come from every state and even from other countries, including Canada, Mexico, and Japan. Additionally, 1,600 National Guard personnel have been deployed to assist with firefighting efforts and to ensure public safety. The National Guard was strategically stationed at key entry points leading into the Palisade and Eaton fire locations. Officers patrolled nearby neighborhoods to deter looting and prevent further harm to the already devastated communities. Their presence was reassuring as they worked tirelessly through the dark and cold night, answering questions from concerned citizens. When approached by the press, they were well-trained, providing accurate responses and directing inquiries to appropriate contacts. As of the making of this video, the Palisade fires have burned nearly 24,000 acres, with 72% of the area contained. The Eaton fires have scorched 14,000 acres with 95% containment. Combined, the fires have destroyed approximately 16,000 structures, displaced 200,000 residents, and tragically claimed 28 lives. The economic toll is staggering, with an estimate of $50 billion in total losses and insured property losses of around $40 billion. Rebuilding presents a significant challenge as the effort is hampered by long-term sustainability and safety concerns. limited insurance coverage for some homeowners, along with the scarcity of construction material and crews, is expected to stretch recovery efforts from months to even years. The scale of devastation and the uphill battle to rebuild illustrates the resilience required from both the affected communities and those supporting them. It will take collective effort, determination, and resources to recover and restore what had been lost. At my time there, I felt very hopeful and at the same time hopeless. I saw the community coming together in such a profound way. When driving through the affected areas, the radio constantly aired messages of gratitude for the firefighters and shared ways the public could help. The electric and plumbing crews scattered through the neighborhoods working tirelessly to restore power and utilities. Mail trucks, Amazon delivery, and food services continued to enter and exit the impacted areas, doing their best to keep things running, despite what must have been a logistical nightmare. One story that deeply touched me was one of an elderly couple who flew in from Kansas to volunteer. They had taken on multiple 12-hour shifts for several consecutive days, stepping in to cover for those who hadn't had a break. They managed tasks like door security, providing paperwork, answering questions, and even walking people back to their vehicles when it got dark. Despite the long hours, they exuded an inspiring selflessness and unwavering hope. This trip has been my attempt to witness how people come together in the face of catastrophe, and that is the story I want to share with this video. I know that as a community in VR, we have the ability to come together and make a real difference. I will add the QR code and donation link for the Red Cross. For every contribution, no matter how small, helps bring relief to those who need it. Thank you.